How can you book meetings on LinkedIn when the average inbox looks like this and the average sales messages that get sent out look like this? Absolute garbage trash. Well, in this video, I'm going to be talking about how you can cut through the noise and you can use my systems and simple approaches to get meetings booked on your calendar using LinkedIn, which is still one of the most powerful resources for B2B high-ticket offers, especially if you sell a service. So if that's you, then this is the video that you need to watch. Founders and CEOs are all on LinkedIn, and it is an incredibly resourceful platform if you know how to use it right, and if you don't send messages like this. What on earth is this? Right? Please don't tell me that you're doing that. Most people on LinkedIn sound like robots. Hey, thanks for connecting. It's great to hang out with like-minded people. Our industry can be a tough one, and we all win when we stick together. Feel free to read like that. What is that? Speak like a real human being. So I'm going to show you the correct way of using LinkedIn to book calls and sign clients in 2026. First of all, you need to optimize your profile. I have seen a lot of people think that what they can do is that they can half-ass their profile, they can use a bunch of AI automation tools, and they can get over the fact that people check out your profile when they visit, when you DM them. So if I go to LinkedIn and you look at my profile, you can see that I have all the things. I am verified. I have podcast host and founder at Dopamine Digital. The university that I went to is here. The company that I am the founder of is here. My website is here. I have 500 plus connections. You can see that I have profile views and impressions. I have a about section which makes a lot of sense and is skimmable. I have a featured section with videos. And I have social proof of me talking with authority to founders and leaders in the market so that when I do reach out to people with my podcast, which I do run, you can see that it's here. I have filled in the experience and all the other things. I have recommendations. I have courses that I've taken. And so it doesn't take a lot to all of a sudden stand out, because what most people are doing is that they're buying a cute girl's LinkedIn profile from some sketchy black market, and they're loading it with fake connections, and they're doing cold outreach with that. When really what you should be doing is building your personal LinkedIn profile and using that to do the outreach, and not blasting 100 accounts at the same time. So a clean headshot, no goofy faces, right? And so if you don't have a clean headshot, I'll tell you what, actually, you can join the free school group down below with 5,000 other members and just search for headshot, and you will see that I work with a founder in a software product to create headshots that look like this, and I'm giving away 10 headshots to anybody that is inside this. Like, look how sexy these are. These are of members inside the Dopamine Digital school group. Some of them turn out fantastic. Some of them are a little bit plastic. Some of them are like, tell me that that doesn't look like a real selfie. Tell me that that is not going to perform better than some, like, look how real this looks. All right. Anyway, so you can join that. I'll leave that link down below, but make sure that you have a solid professional looking profile photo, and that you tell people who you help and what outcome you deliver in 2 lines. The more mutual people you have in common, the better. So try to be friendly. And what I would say is try and call out your avatar in the first line so that people know that they're in the right place, that this is for them. So I talk about pain. So usually if you're a founder, you have 3 choices to increase revenue and enterprise value. Either you hire someone in-house, pay them big money, and give them percentage equity in your company. You sift through a sea of empty promises, missed deadlines, and BS managing agencies. You do it all yourself, find an extra 30 hours a week, and miss Jimmy's T-ball game again. Right? The good news is, blah, 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 some interesting copy, introduce solution. And so I'm not a big fan of emojis, but I understand that people are skimming this. They're not reading it line by line. So what I want to do is make it really easy for them. Now, tick, 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 cross, 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 case studies. So I show proof. Also, leaving proof in this section is a great way to increase the perceived likelihood of achievement. And then I have a call to action. And so the likelihood of somebody clicking here is very low because most people will do in the DMs, but I want to put a call to action here anyway. The featured section is a great place to leave case studies, lead magnets, and proof assets. And so if you look at my page, you will see that I have one of my most popular videos here where I break down how to create $100 million offer.
What if?
Like Alex Hormozi, with almost 3,000 views, and it's 1 hour and 22 minutes long. People will come to this and they'll go,
Alex Hormozi could...
Okay, high effort, really high production value. An hour and 20 minutes, oh my God, he must know what he's talking about when it comes to offers. Otherwise, how can he possibly talk for an hour and 20 minutes? That's what they will think. And then there are some videos of me talking to founders of companies who are doing some really exciting stuff. And so when I'm doing outreach, I'm inviting people onto my lead magnet, which is the podcast. And here is content of me talking to those people on the podcast. So like crazy idea, I know, but that's the reason why it works. And then my experience, and everything is just filled in decently. It's not overkill. It didn't take me 5 years to fill this out. It took me 30 minutes, right? So the next step is to find the leads. Now, if you have Sales Navigator, fantastic. If you don't, you can always just come here and you can type in sports coaches, for example. Let me get rid of this. And then you can start filtering people down over here. You can go, but like, okay, this is for all the brokies. I would say if you do not have LinkedIn Sales Nav, you are leaving so much money on the table. It's ridiculous. So go to Sales Nav. You should be able to get a free 2 months. I have given away all my referrals, but if you are in the free school group, there are a ton of people in here who have referrals to give away, and you can get 2 months for free. So make sure you join. There's 5,000 other people here. So inside of Sales Nav, you can come in here and you can do some really interesting stuff with lead filters. I'll give you a quick overview of how I might do that. So what we want to do is we want to find, okay, my ICP, we will come here and go boom, boom. And then we'll go current job title. I like to do seniority level because it gets managing partner, CEO, founder. So we'll go owner, partner. Geography, we will go United States of America. Industry, well, let's say business consultants and services. And I will also say posted on LinkedIn. That's a big one. So it lets you know that they're active somewhat. You can see there's 17,000 people here. You can also come in here and you can get a little bit creative with some of these other things. What I like to do is keep it pretty basic, and then I would run this into like if you're looking to email these people as well as do LinkedIn outreach, you can most certainly do that. But what I would do from here, right? So first of all, find your perfect ICP, use Sales Nav, save lead lists, and send connection requests. You can use a product called Wellexy, in which you can go prospects, and I have a whole bunch of prospects that I can import here. So it's a pretty cool software, and what I can do is I can go, select all, or I can go import. I can create test list, create, and then I'll just import 100 leads. and then I can go import. Now, what it'll do is it'll go through this list that I have loaded up here, and it'll import that lead list, and you'll see it pop up in here once it is done. What you can do from here is you can automate some of the first interactions. So I don't suggest that if you're brand new that you jump straight into this, because it's an expensive software and there is a non-zero chance that it hurts your LinkedIn reputation and you may get your account suspended. So that's my PSA. Don't do this if you don't know what you're doing. If you want somebody like me to come in and mitigate all of the problems, then go to dopamine-digital.io. I set up systems like this for people just like you, B2B service providers who have some kind of high-ticket service with a direct ROI on a business. So I'm working with usually people in the tech space who are providing some kind of consulting / done with you / done for you solution. All right. So if that's you, if you're like a fractional CEO, a fractional CFO, you provide workshops to people and you charge them more than $3,000, then I absolutely recommend that we set up some kind of system using LinkedIn. And especially with Wellexy, it can be really powerful. So if that's you and you want this all done for you and you just you don't have the time to do all of this and figure all this out yourself and you don't want to risk your account being banned or anything like that, let the professionals do it. We plug in all the systems, all the software, hand you the keys, manage everything for you, and charge you basically at cost what it would, half the cost of an SDR. Don't ask me how we're able to do that. We're just able to do it because we have so many AI systems and we are so dialed in. So go to dopamine-digital.io, click this button, fill out this quick form. I'll audit your business, see if you're a fit. We can get on a call after that. And if it makes sense for both of us, I'll show you what it looks like to work together. If not, you'll at least have a 12-month growth plan showing you exactly how to implement these systems yourself. So, no-brainer if you ask me. Now, with that being said, Wellexy kind of works like this. You can see it's importing everything here. And then what I can do is I can go campaigns, start a new campaign, and let me show you how this works really quickly. So name your campaign. I can go from my list. Let's import this list. Yes, add all prospects. Now with the invitation, when you send out the first note, when you send out the first touch, do you want to add a note? You shouldn't. And then wait 1 day. Yes, next. And then add something in here. Hey, blah, blah, blah. What I would say is something like, hey, thanks for connecting. Wanted to have you on my podcast. Can I send you details? Really basic. The worst thing that you can do is send... The worst thing you can do is send something like... the worst thing you can do is send something like this. I'm not reading that. What on earth is this? I just immediately close this. I'm not interested, right? So it would be like, hey, first name, thanks for connecting. Thought you might be a good fit for a podcast I run. Can I send you more details? If I was to actually write it out like a normal human being, this is what I would say. All right? And so, you don't need to overcomplicate things. You just need to be a normal human being. All right? And then you confirm and you go through. Now, what I would recommend if you are brand new, just getting started, is that you skip this stuff. And what you do is that you use your phone. And so what I would do, if I was just getting started, is I would open up Sales Nav, right? And I would go through and I would go, all right, Nicholas, let's go connect. Do I want to send a note? No. And then I would send invitation. And then when Nicholas connects, so let's close this down here. And this is the first time I've actually walked through this outside of my paid group. So I would go connections, and then I would go recently added, and then I would see, okay, Sarah. Now, this is exactly what I would do, all right? I would go Sarah, Dylan, Chris. All right, so go Sarah. Let's check out her LinkedIn. She looks like a real person. Cool. What does she do? All right, she doesn't look like a good fit. So go Chris. Chris helps businesses convert leads using WhatsApp email automation. Cool. So he runs some kind of marketing, it seems. He runs what's called the marketing autopilots. So I'd go into that. I check out his website. And again, this takes 30 seconds. He does something on LinkedIn. All right, well, I don't want to do that. Not for this example, at least. I don't want to dive too deep. Mary, Peter. Okay, Alicia. Salesforce made easy. She's got something here called, so she's been self-employed for 4 years. Cool. Let's come and check out your website. All right, cool. So HMARA Solutions. And I'd give it a quick skim. I'd go, all right, cool. I see that you worked with Cumberland Licensing Corporation. Very nice. What are her services? Salesforce Solutions. All right, so then what I would do is I would open up my phone and I would go to the LinkedIn app on my phone and I would go to Alicia and I would go into the message, right? I would go into messages on my phone and I would click the audio button, like record audio, and then I would go, hey, Alicia, I hope I'm saying that name correctly. I saw that you work with Salesforce Solutions at HMARA. I've even seen that you have had some success with Jeff from Cumberland Licensing Corporation. Was really inspired by the story. Anyway, just thought that you would be a perfect fit for podcasts that I run. You can check out some of the examples on my LinkedIn, but let me know if I can send you more details. Would love to have you on to share your experience growing HMARA Solutions. Thanks, Alicia. Let me know either way. And that would be it. And so that whole thing took 45 seconds, and the whole research took 2 minutes. Now, if this client comes in and they decide that they want to work with me because they are a good fit for me and they have the need, budget, authority, blah, 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 then this lead is worth $50,000 in lifetime value for me. Would it be worth me sending 25 voice notes per day for the next 100 days for me to get one client? I'll let you sit and think about how stupid of a question that is. The answer is obviously yes, 100%. And so for those people who think that you can just automate all of this, like the most important part of your business is top of the funnel lead generation, yes, you can automate it if you have a team and if you have other things going on. And when I first started, this is how I cut my teeth, right? Doing manual LinkedIn outreach. And so while I will talk about some AI tools, I implore you, please do it manually first. The amount of AI slop going out is outrageous. And if you send a real voice note that sounds like a real human being, and you've just taken 1 minute to go to their website and just gather 1 or 2 little pieces of evidence that you are a real human being and you did your research, you will be shocked at the response rate you get. All right, so yes, we can talk about Wellexy and automating messages and stuff, but please try it this way first. And if you are brand new, what I would suggest is go to the people who visited your page first. So the way that you do that, you come here and you go, all right, well, we've got 1,000 profile views. And we can look at all the types of people who viewed our profile. We can look at people who liked or commented on our posts and we can reach out to them. We can look at the people who sent us a connection request. All of these people are warm prospects. Now, what we want to try to do is avoid this kind of garbage, like I talked about before. Big no-no. Real human being. Short voice note, like I said. Relevant observation, 20 to 40 seconds max, human tone. Send it on your phone. Do not try and use the browser version. Yes, it takes a little bit of getting used to going, okay, research on desktop, open up phone, do the voice note, but it's so worth it, trust me. Now, you can do a couple of different things. I like to use the podcast method because it's outrageously effective. If you are violently against that, then what you can do is you can ask them to send them a quick Loom video, or you can already record the Loom video and send it to them. Hey, I noticed X on your website that can 2 to 3x conversion rates, whatever. Here is a quick Loom video. Or if you're really lazy, you can say, can I send you a video before you film it and get their buy-in first? Once they say yes, conversion increases instantly. Like, you need to earn their attention before you ask for their time. Even asking for their time to read 300 words is a big ask on LinkedIn. Again, when the inboxes look like this, right? And so when it's time to turn that conversation into a call, I like to get two things. I like to get their email address, and I like to book a time on the calendar with that email address right there and then. I give them two options. Hey, would Tuesday at this time or Thursday at this time work better for you? What you need to do is not just send them your link. They don't give a flying hoot who you are, and they will not click the link, and they will not find a time to fill it out because you are nobody. You are trying to sell them. So, like, do not just share your Calendly. Give them two options, and then you go into your Calendly and fill it. Like, I don't understand why this doesn't compute, but the battle is not won when they agree to the call. The battle is won when you get on the phone with them and you uncover a problem and you sell them into your solution. Before that, you need to do everything you can to reduce friction. Fill out the Calendly for them. Get their email address and fill it in. Find times in your diary and ask them, hey, would this option or this option be better for you? And let them pick. Don't say, okay, when works for you? Like, little things like this will skyrocket your reply rates. And then the money is in the follow-up, guys. So if there is no response, I always follow up in the DMs. The goal is to not sound like 90% of other salespeople on LinkedIn. So try and be creative. Like Hormozi talks about how this Kevin Hart image or GIF, whatever you want to call it, I think it's GIF. Debate me in the comments, I dare you. Is one of the highest replied to messages that he can possibly send. I often send this one and I say, hey, John, just want to make sure this message didn't fall between the cracks. Haha. And there's a video of ducks falling between a grate. And it's like, it's a little bit macabre, but it's also kind of funny. And so you can use Wellexy to automate follow-ups and manage your CRM, but I would suggest just every day dedicating 30 to 45 minutes going through your inbox and just go follow-up, voice message, follow-up, voice message, connect, voice message. Like, it takes an hour max. If that doesn't work, and if they are a really good fit, find them on Twitter, find them on Instagram, send them a quick email. Like, you can use, again, these tools to do stuff like that. You can use Meet Alfred, which I talk about here, but I'm hesitant to talk too much about the AI because I know everyone is super dependent on AI and they all just want to push a button and for money to come out the bottom of a funnel. If it was that easy, people like me wouldn't exist with teams of people and thousands of dollars of tooling and SOPs and years of experience to figure this out. You would just go and pay $40 a month, push a button, and just sit there, and leads and money would just fall into your lap. But it's not that simple, right? So here is how you use AI assistance if you choose. Finding the leads, sending connection requests, tracking an organization. Don't use AI for writing generic slop. I won't dive too much into the AI stuff here because otherwise this video will be 2 hours long, but let me know in the comments below if you want me to break down which one I would choose for which task. As a quick TLDR, Expandy is fantastic for scraping the leads. Wellexy is fantastic for sending out the connection requests and the first few messages. Meet Alfred is great if you want to automate the whole thing and do a whole bunch of fancy stuff. I don't have a bunch of experience using Meet Alfred. You can always use HeyReach as well, but I will talk about that in another video. Volume wins, consistency beats cleverness, and actually genuinely try to help your prospect and just do the reps. If you commit to the next 100 days doing 100 pieces of outreach a day, So 25 on LinkedIn, 25 emails, 25 Twitter DMs, 25 replies on Instagram. You will grow your business. That is a fact. If you want us to install that system into your business for you, go to the link in the description, dopaminedigital.io. We will install a AI growth engine with all the systems. We will manage it all for you. Our team is experts at what we do. So if that's at all interesting, you don't want to do all of this kind of stuff, you don't want to put your LinkedIn account at risk, let us do it for you. We guarantee the results because we are so good at what we do. Check out the case studies on the website. Like, actually go through this one here recently. We've had to, we helped them exit their company for $7 million. We didn't do that with LinkedIn. We've done some LinkedIn stuff for some of these other clients. Like this client here, we set up a cold outbound engine for them, and they've asked us to turn off the outbound engine because they are flooded with leads. This client here, they were burned by 2 other agencies that took their money and gave them 0 results. We were able to give them quality leads every single day for their incredibly difficult to sell product. Watch this video. It's a, 12 minutes, 14 minutes?
So welcome back, guys. Today,
14 minutes about how they went from no leads, no engine, to being flooded with highly qualified leads every single day. Watch this company talk about how they went from no sales engine in 12 minutes, no sales engine, to now having too many leads, their first closed deals in 60 days, and now they're able to go to investors and have leverage because they have an engine and predictability. So if that's interesting to you, come here, click this button, fill out the quick form. I'll audit your business, and in 72 hours, give you a 12-month growth plan, a hyper-personalized Loom video, and break down your business step by step and show you what we would do if we would be plugged in tomorrow and what that would look like. And at the end of that, if you want to work with us, then we'll show you what that looks like as well, but not until we earn your attention first. So this is most certainly a lead magnet, and it's what I suggest you use on LinkedIn when you do any kind of outreach. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, let me know in the comments below, like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one, guys. Peace.